guys, welcome back to part 6 of Hogwarts Legacy. If you'd like to catch up on playthroughs 1 through to 5, the playlist link is in the description below. I honestly can't quite remember where we left it off last time, purely because I haven't picked this up for about a week, which I know is super bad. I know we had just finished speaking to Natty, and then a stranger started screaming. That is the next mission. I believe it's called Trials of Merlin or Merlin's Trials, something along those lines, which is the last quest we need to complete this sort of big quest. I think you've got like the big quest and they've kind of got their own little sub-quests as part of the story, if that makes sense. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Let's just jump straight back into it.
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid
No, you don't have your carts anymore, do you? I can't quite remember the controls, which is really bad. So this, yeah, Trials of Merlin. This is the next one, and obviously these are kind of like the other little side missions, which I think makes sense in as obviously if you look here, these are grey and then that one's gold. So you know, I want to really, I always say this, I want to focus on the main quest, and then I get distracted. Let's actually complete this section of live as a student until Professor Fig returns. Let's actually complete this. Let's help the stranger, and then we'll just see what the next part of the story entails before I get carried away, I should say, with the keys and the gobstones and the this and the that. Anyway, let's go and help whoever this person is. And as I said, I can't quite remember the controls. And obviously that's an issue, seeing as, oh, what's this? See, distracted. Which is obviously
That's what Ranrock did to that goblin banker.
Okay. Which obviously is an issue because I can't quite remember the spell, like how to cast the spells and all that. Who's that? Oh, is this gonna be like another little missiony person? I'll quickly grab this. Go on then, Grace.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
An underwater adventure sounds like fun. I say that as I was looking at that really weird crocodile monster thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I do want to complete as many, if not all, of the side missions. So yeah, that sounds like fun.
Sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Yeah, let's just.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours.
Of course it's going to be. I'm not going to give it to you.
Reference the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there.
How convenient.
About a furlong from the dock.
Perfect.
It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Yes, of course.
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it right
The
now.
astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Okay, you should just dive down, should you? What are you looking at me like that for? Alright, let's do the Trials of Merlin. Okay. Hey, buddies.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi, speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I've got to try and remember the thingy things now.
Dodged
an attack.
You done? You pay for that.
Where did he disappear to? For someone who can't quite remember the controls, I don't think I've done too bad.
Oh, what's the light go out of your eyes?
Oh, well, yeah. The collection section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn valuable insights on enemies, such as their weaknesses to certain spells. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I'll have a look at that later.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Ah! Ah, move, move, move. Right, move, 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 move. No, move.
Is that the best you've got?
Right. Is that all of them? Hang on. Is that all of them? Well, thank you very much, old lady. You're just going to wander off now.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that was a really good fight, and I'm really kind of proud of myself, since I haven't picked this up in a week, that, like, I did so well. And what was that really awesome move she did? What was it? X. And just bang, bang, bang. I loved that. That was so fantastic. Simple things, please, simple minds.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Thank you.
Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
I'm more interested in the research because she was saying I'm just here for my research. That's when we kind of stepped in. And she's sort of reiterated her research again, whereas Priya's only been mentioned once. So my opinion, I'd probably ask about the research more so.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I'm going to go with a myth, because I guess quite a few people would potentially think that. And since she doesn't seem to be quite in the know-how of the wizarding world, she might think he's a myth, so I'm going to go with that.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you.
Who?
Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
I'm guessing that's those
Fixtures.
pillars.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin.
Oh, they're
I
the
believe
trials.
He created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I wonder if Merlin would have been a Gryffindor if I had gone into the Gryffindor house. Hufflepuff if I was Hufflepuff, etc., etc. So I'm very intrigued. Like, I might play a different playthrough at some time in my own time just to kind of quench my own curiosities.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work.
This is where I
But
step in to
I
figure it
believe
out.
I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I
Yes.
suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Your research, would you really let a
I brought
student
a
do
trunk
that?
full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay, okay. Give me the
This
Mallow
trunk?
Sweet.
Yes, take Take plenty, even if you already have some.
I'll take your entire
I have the mallow
stash.
sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each
Yeah.
trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, do I have to do it in a specific kind of order? I mean, I can see 3, and I know I took 5 leaves. Okay, this swell. Not the swells and the stones around them, then. Maybe I should step back.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Oh, but they're doing something on these.
This
Oh,
is
look.
uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Pyres? I thought you called them pillars a minute ago, in about the bowls. Hang on, maybe.
Incendio.
Okay, so that is what I just.
Flames make the pyre sink.
The reason I kind of fathomed that is because when you kind of have a top-down view, it was like red in top, so I kind of presumed like cinders, like embers and stuff. So I kind of just thought along them lines. It's kind of like a cauldron.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Okay, so maybe it's not. Okay, that one. Let's try this one. I'm guessing you have to kind of do it in a specific order.
Incendio.
Yeah, in a specific order. Ooh, that's perfect for a wedding.
How beautiful.
Actually, it wouldn't be a bad place of a wedding. Look at the view.
Hardly believe it.
Speak to Nora. Yeah, that would be really lovely as like a wedding altar. Or is that just me?
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well,
So
I
it's
think
more.
each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them.
Okay.
I believe I have what I need to continue my research.
I like that.
My
I like
guess
doing
is
stuff.
that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
We're off back to your tent, which is just
and do be
there.
careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Merlin's Trial. Trials of Merlin now complete. And it looks like I've leveled up. Excelente! Tell Professor Fick about the map chamber. Okay, so it looks like there's only 2 here. I mean, as I said, I would like to try and do some of these at some point. And since I know we had the help of Nora, and they kind of came, the Ashwinders came at kind of different intervals, but I feel we might potentially be ready to do that at some point. Now that I've kind of feel a bit more limber in my spell casting. Also, it probably would help if I actually added some gear to kind of better myself. Thing is, I don't want to wear this kind of stuff, but I don't know how often I'm going to be going into battle. But I feel like I should kind of try and at least help myself. But I really don't want to wear a freaking straw hat. No, I'm not doing this right now. I can't bring myself to do the bloody straw hat. I mean, I'm quite happy with the scarf. I'm not happy with the scarf. Oh, 16. I'm going to wear that one. I mean, I don't like it. But hey ho. Maybe the scarf will go with this now. I don't like it. I don't freaking like it. Can I change the appearance of it? I prefer that. Can I do that with the scarf then? Yeah, I much prefer this. Okay, let me see if I can make it look a bit better. Much better if I do say so myself. I much prefer that look. What's that? Oh, it's...
Greetings,
Okay,
young
she's gone.
Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you
Who are
found
you?
for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Okay, why am I now going to see a house elf?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Right, let's go and go to the courtyard, I guess. Right, where is this house elf? Thought I just saw something over there glistening, so I'm just going to quickly look before we go and see him. Oh, I know where we are. I didn't realise it was this area. Right, what's this? This is the mysterious note. Scrope knows about the book you found. Is it missing something? Scrope does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scrope has left another note across the bridge among the circle of rocks. Take care, tell no one about this. You've just left this out in the bloody open. Surely anyone could then just find this note and just go to look for this other note. Let's go note searching then, I guess.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, shush. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Have I got... I need Accio, I think. I don't... Oh, I don't... Okay. Oh. Get back up. There we go. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help poor broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins?
Okay.
Oh, I think I know just the place.
Right, where are these Oh, they're there. They're where the... I said goat last time. It's evidently not a goat. It is a sheep. Oh, didn't see that chicken. Oh, that made me jump. How do I break these?
Incendio!
How do I...
Levioso!
How do I get... How do I do this? Okay, I just aim at them. Oh, there we are. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. No, I'm getting irritated. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks. I was just down there. I was just freaking
This
down
had better
there.
not be a trick.
Oh, no, no. I thought it was the bit where I just come from. Alright, let's see what this house elf wants.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to undermine authority if it benefits me.
Undermining the headmaster and getting something in return. Continue.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine the headmaster. In fact, Scrope wants to surprise him.
Right.
Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto.
Okay.
She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Fair enough. Yeah, like... How did you know?
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Okay, tell me about the ring.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
And I actually thought he was wearing a hat at first, but I realised it's a bandage.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Okay, then why are you hiding it?
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the
Toast.
coast. And place it
You
on
mean
the
like a bit of
pedestal
bread?
there. Good luck.
What toast?
Scrope will wait
It is
quietly
actually
for you.
toast.
Best of luck finding your pages.
It is
And-
actually toast. Right, let's go into this grotto, I guess. I mean, I kind of wasn't expecting this. Oh, God. God. God, no, go away. I was not ready for that. Oh God, no. Oh my God. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I was not ready for that. No. Is there a way to do my spells? Right. This is a problem because my last checkpoint is where these buggers are. So I need to roll away and get away from there as quickly as I can. And then see if I can find, what was it, my disillusionment spell? Just roll, just frickin' roll. Go, just frickin' go. There's no way I can face them. No way. Right. Now we know what we're getting. You know what? Hang on, is he coming over here? No, he's not. So that's what's in the frickin' water that I need. I need to dive down there, and there's them floating around. Oh, no. I'm definitely not ready for that yet. Go on. Go around the long way and trick them. Don't like this. Swim frickin' faster. I do not like this at all. There better not be any more in here because she's sort of given up trying to swim. She's just, not today.
Why would I need a piece of toast?
Okay, I'm guessing she's going to be putting the
That's
toast
where it
there.
goes.
What made you really think that is where toast lives? On a podium? I personally wouldn't think, I'll put the toast there. Okay. Let's have a look inside then. Search the chest. I have no idea what any of that means right now.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
I've got her journal now.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
Well, am I going to be polite about it? I mean, you don't really want to anger a ghost, do you?
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
Sounds a bit dodgy. I'm intrigued to know each of these because it's part of the main story. I'm not so fussed with the side quests until maybe I come to them, but I'm intrigued. How do you lose your head?
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
Okay.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
Okay.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
It seems a
I'm
bit
sure
dodgy.
the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Like, I don't know if I really trust him. I mean, the Forbidden Forest and all that, it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't sit right with me, if I'm honest. Right, you. Unfortunately, I couldn't get your ring.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Oh, and off he goes. And that is that one done. Let's have a look, see what else there is to do now. Obviously, I know we've got to go to the Forbidden Forest. Oh, I've jumped the gun again. Use the map with floating candles to find the treasure. The map portrays a forest, bridge, and candles. Okay, so we've got another side quest. Right, let's go back so I can actually get this new quest pop up. Maybe it won't pop because of the time of... Never mind, ignore me. I don't know if there's going to be anything or anyone kind of like patrolling out here, or if there's going to be any more Ashwinders, but I'm sure I'm going to find out. I'm surprised there's no kind of like prefects or anyone kind of patrolling the grounds for someone like me, not in bed.
I've always said that travel
Like, in
can't be
theory,
denied.
why is the gate letting a student out at this time of night? Surely it would make more sense if it didn't. So I'm guessing if we are going to come across anyone, it's going to be when we get past these sort of gargoyle-y things, but I don't know. But then again, they still attacked in the school grounds, so it probably wouldn't make much of a difference.
Except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me.
I'm not here. I mean, I will have a look at some point, what they are, because that might be part of the camp where that guy's cart was stolen. But right now, I am not looking at it. Love letter. What's this? My dearest Apollina, would you care to join me for a picnic? I know you enjoy a good Cornish pasty almost as much as you enjoy a good mystery. See you soon. I hope yours, Richard. Okay. You're a bit desperate, Richard. I'm guessing that's part of the that side quest. What was it? Love quest? Love something? I don't know. Use the map with flame candles to find the treasure. So there must be maybe treasure around here somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I don't see any floating candles, mind you. Nope, no floating candles. But we have made it. Shh. We have made it to the Forbidden Forest. Please be quiet. But unfortunately, that is all I have time for today, guys. I'm on a really strict time schedule today. I've got so much to do, but I just wanted to quickly jump on and record a quick playthrough because as I said, I haven't picked this up in about a week. Shush! In part 7, we'll be heading straight into the Forbidden Forest to find these pages. I will also probably aim to do a few of the side quests as well. I'm not too sure. I haven't quite decided, but I will be picking the game up again a lot sooner than in a week. So that is it for today, guys. But if you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button. It would mean so much to me. And if you'd like to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.